Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing lovely. I hope you are inspired, encouraged, and motivated, and all of that good stuff, y'all. I hope you see life in a beautiful way and that everything is going well for you and all of that good stuff, y'all. So I'm here to encourage and inspire you as much as I can. I'm actually looking for some lotion. I know I got some lotion. Here we go. I know I have lotion. So how is everyone's day going so far? Ooh, we have a member. We have a member. And it's Wellness with Frugal Mama. Salute to you. And thank you for your service and your time and care for all of humanity. Thank you so much. I didn't even know you were in the military. Hey, C, how you doing? What's going on? What's your question? um, so no, thank you. It's amazing how we can run into so many different people and not know what their story is until we actually either see or if they tell us. You know what I mean? Um, so how's your day, C? How is your day, wellness? Yes, I'm from New Jersey. Mm-hmm. Ooh, this is good. This is that the pineapple one. Y'all, this is that pineapple lifesavers. Ooh. I can only bite a little bit because I want to savor it. You know y'all be savoring your candies too. Don't let me be the only one saying it. You know y'all be savoring it. Um, I'll tell you how my day went so far. So I woke up this morning. I went to work. Work was good. Um, they actually let us out early today, which is cool. Y'all, I didn't even know. I didn't realize it was Veterans Day for real, until I kept seeing stuff on Instagram. And then my manager was like, okay, I'm going to go to the bank. So all day she was like, I have to go to the bank, right? So we're like, all right, cool. And then I was like, oh, I didn't realize it's Veterans Day, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then my other coworker's like, yeah, my daughter's off from school. I was like, oh, okay. It's like, for me, I feel like holidays usually run on like the Monday or a Friday. You know what I'm saying? Usually they put them on Monday, so you have that long weekend. So that's what I was thinking. So anyway, she called the office and was like, the banks are closed. I was like, for real? She was like, yeah, it's Veterans Day. We were just talking about it the whole time and we forgot. Yes, y'all. Her kids had to go to school. That's probably why she didn't realize it either. But I was like, okay. So you're not going to get no mail today, and you definitely not going to see no bank open. And also, too, I haven't physically been in a bank in a while. I used to be, um, I used to be like pro going to the bank and stuff until COVID hit. And when COVID hit, well, when the pandemic hit, you know, the banks closed. So I was forced to do direct deposit. Yes, I was the only one in the office that still got a paper check and was going to the bank because I believe in employing human beings. And human beings need different forms of income. And years ago, it used to be the norm that everybody goes to the bank, deposit your check, make your transactions, open accounts, open any type of account, and used to have to be online. I mean, you used to have to go inside the bank and stand online. Now, and there were like 3 or 4 tellers. Now there's barely one teller and then an automated machine. This is why I say we really have to get used to just sometimes going out the way. And I'm guilty of it because I have Easy Pass. And Easy Pass is in every lane. at the Holland Tunnel now, there are no people there. It's all like, well, if you don't have Easy Pass, we're just going to mail you a bill. So we have to like really try to slow the progression down of the robot age. I've been talking about this for a long time, maybe a couple years. So you don't know. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service. Hey 12, how you doing 12? What's going on? How you doing? Welcome. Hey Keisha, how are you? So anyway, I'm here because I have to make no, I don't have to, but I'm going to make I'm going to make 4 onesies. Oh, so yeah, they let us off of work early. And I wanted to talk about no matter what. So, no matter what is going on in your life, you got to keep pushing. Like for real, y'all, I wasn't going to admit this, but today it was like one of them days where it was just like that. And I just said, you know what? I mustered up the courage and the strength to be like, I can't. I've been on this track and on this course of actually enjoying life and loving life and understanding life and everything around me. I can't just allow one little bump in the road or what I believe is a bump in the road to stop me. So I said, I need to go out there and remind everybody else too, because there are many times that we can be on a journey of really like wanting to do right, understand life, etc. You know what I talk about every day. But there's always that one time. This is why I say we have to enjoy those moments when everything is up. When it's up, then it's up. Because there's going to be a time where we have a little pinch in the road. But sometimes that pinch in the road can turn into something bigger if we don't get a hold of it, handle of it, and understand who we already have become. Once you pass the stage of not allowing your failures, your past failures, your disappointments, your regrets, your fears. Remember, fear nothing. When you've allowed those things to stop hindering you, it's going to be a test. And those tests can come in many forms. But you have been equipped already, so there's no reason why you should absolutely give up. Maybe hesitate a little bit, but you can't give up. Because, like I've said before, when you give up, it's going to be harder for you to bounce back. It's kind of like how it's like similar to like when someone is in recovery or remission from an ailment or a disease. Once that thing comes back, it comes back with a vengeance and it's harder. And it eats away at some points. It eats away at everything that you, because not only, all right, here's how it go, right? You've overcome, you're healing from an illness, right? Then you get the diagnosis that has come back, or you get the depression again, whatever it is, right? You all of a sudden have a hard time getting over that, but then you have on top of that, I should know better. Why do I feel so much worse? So we have to try our best to not fall victim of the same things that we've overcome. I want to almost say it's easier said than done, but it's not. Because once you have your mind set on something, it is going in the right track. Whichever way it's supposed to go for your life, it's always going to go in the right track. But you have to believe that. You have to understand it. You have to believe it. Here and here. Remember I was saying like how the body is even made out of love? Like, right, look, your heart line goes bam into a heart. And y'all seen that I was sweating hearts at the gym. Now, if I run into an unloving situation, am I going to allow that to stop me? No. Will it hinder me sometimes? Maybe. But I feel like I've come so far that I don't want to try to dig myself out of quicksand. Because that's pretty much how it is when you're in remission and you have to dig yourself out of quicksand and whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? So, no matter what, don't give up. Don't give up. Whatever it is that you've been overcoming, whatever it is that you've been working on, because sometimes it has nothing to do with you overcoming something. Sometimes it has everything to do with a goal that you just picked back up. And now you're just like, oh, I'm coming to a bump in the road. Nobody wants to help me. Nobody wants to support me. Or I don't know what other avenues to go. Maybe your budget doesn't have the necessary equipment, i.e., money, to sustain the vital things that you need to push your company or whatever it is that you're doing. But that doesn't mean you should give up. That just means you have to work harder. You have to do double time. If you think that double time is a lot of work, you're missing the point. Double time only means that you're on the right track. Y'all know I don't like leaving stuff all over the place. I have to go pick that up right away. So anyway, y'all, I got this lovely color. Isn't it sexy? Isn't that sexy? Look at that beautiful color. I say it's light skin blue. What y'all say this? Y'all said this is like turquoise or something. I think this is light skin blue. I just made up a whole new color. I don't care what anybody tries to say. This is light skin blue. And this is hot pink, okay? So I have 2 events coming up. When do I have the events? Tomorrow's what day? Friday? Okay. I have an event on Saturday. Hey, Angie Pooh! What's going on? Oh, snap. We have a member. We have a member. And it's Brooklyn and White Boy. Hey, Brooklyn. Hey, Mama McCrazies. How you doing? Angie Pooh, did you make it back home yet? Or are you still freezing? Because today is extra cold. Mm-hmm. Hey, hey Terry, how you doing? Ooh, we have a member. We have a member. And it's Patty D. Patty D. Patty D. Oh. Hey, Patty D, long time. Oh, snap. Y'all, we got JAR Landscaping in the building. I'm so proud of these young ladies. They have been doing their thing. See, they're a perfect example about business. They have been doing their thing in landscaping for many years. They went through college with their own business. They graduated college and continue to maintain their business and grow. And am I wrong that you guys actually were doing your business throughout high school too? Am I wrong in thinking that? Or was it just college? Because I know we met a while ago. I'm a beach bum. So you home now. Hope this ain't a sign for me. Who them onesies for? Oh, see. My company is Be the Difference Clothing. So I print t-shirts, onesies, tank tops, hoodies. That's what my company provides. And it's basically positive messaging on clothing, right? So I figured the antidote out, right? So many years ago, before I started my company, I was seeing t-shirts that had AKAs and guns and all that other stuff, and then like naked women and stuff and this is when I was watching TV a lot, and I noticed in the news there were a lot of gun crime, things that were going on, reports of gun crime and the heighten and how people are killing each other back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And I said, wait a second. Is it true? Could it really be true that the things that we are seeing, the imageries that we are seeing is what we're becoming? And I said, ooh, that's how Be the Difference became. Well, one of the reasons why. But I said, well, you know what? I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to inspire people, right? Because I've always been about trying to encourage people no matter what. And I said, wait a second. What if I just put simple messages like determined? Honesty equals freedom. Simple, but have a profound, hardcore meaning. So, long story short, I was wearing two shirts, but the first one that I noticed, I was wearing a prayer work shirt. Just simple prayer works, just words. I was crossing the street. There was a young lady sitting on a bench and she was crying or whatever. And then she looked up and she was like, thanks for the reminder. I was like, who is she talking to and why she had to ask? Then when I finished, I said, no problem, because I didn't want to be rude. But when I walked away, I was like, oh my goodness, she saw my t-shirt. And that's when I knew that it had some power and impact, and the things that I could come up with had some meaning to it, and it really works. So that's just a simple thing to like why I do what I do, right? So I'm gonna print this one right here. Let's see yours is that. I'm happy you said that about no going back to past hurts. I was briefly in a stink because because I had a miscarriage after the military. Field training exercise, and that pain hits me, but I keep pushing. Oh my goodness. See, the more we talk about things, the more transparent we are about things, the less effect that it can hold on us, right? Because when we hold things inside, that's like simply saying, like when you hold things inside, like how someone did you or how you feel, when you hold it inside, only you are holding those feelings. And then when you see that person, they do any simple little thing, you get even more mad and more mad at them until the day you blow up on them. It's the same thing. When you release that, resolution comes. I apologize for your loss, and it's still a life. So may you continuously heal from that hurt. And I'm glad that you are able to talk about it, because many people wouldn't be able to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So you keep on healing, you keep on growing, and you keep on keeping on, because the only way is up. And there's going to be so many people when you're training them or when they're under your training that you can talk to different women about how the insides, you know what I'm saying? And fitness and how the insides work. And if they wanted to get pregnant or if they're pregnant, the type of exercises that are safe for both the baby and mom, blase, blase, you know what I'm saying? And if they say, but I don't, you'll be the same one that could say, you know what? I had a similar situation. I know you're hurt. I know exactly you're hurt. And girl, you could save a life just because of your openness. Yep. Just because of your transparency, you will save a life. And that's why I believe humanity is all about. I'm actually wearing YouTuber's t-shirt. This is Burnt Junk Closet. You could save a life just from your transparency. And that's how simple it is. That is what I believe how simple humanity is. That's all it is. It's us helping each other. But somehow we always have to put all of these extra things in the middle of it because it's too simple. It's like a simple math problem, 1 + 1 is 2. But because we want to zhuzh it up, they're like, well, it can't be possible that 1 + 1 is 2. We have to figure out a way on how the 1 became a 1 and the 1 became another 1, and then to put the plus in the middle. It's simple. If we love each other, if we try to understand, how about forget love? If we try to understand each other, just understanding each other alone can do wonders. Just listening to another person can do wonders. That's also a healing tool as well. At least that's what I believe. Ooh, this is huge. That is huge. And see, I've had this business incorporated since 2013 or 2014. 2014 is when I incorporated, and 2015 is when I felt more comfortable selling my clothing, because then I trademarked, I feel like I did all of the necessary things to protect my brand, and that's when I felt comfortable. Yeah, started off with t-shirts, then branched off into socks. Actually, t-shirts, onesies, and socks, and then hoodies. Hold on, y'all. Let me just do this real quick. I was about to go to the gym and go live at the gym. Then I was like, oh, it's kind of late. I didn't feel like doing it. And see, this is another thing that I do. Wait. Socks like this. These are custom socks. Like when they sell out, they're never made again. I started a Black is Beautiful line. And the actual thumbnail for this video is a pair of socks. It was a nice collaborative effort with another someone on YouTube named Jane Doe, but she's like more of a supporter, you know. She supports a lot of people's channels. Ooh, that's so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So cute. So this is what it looks like. I know babies can't read, but we stick them in the mirror like, aren't you so cute? Look at you. Aren't you so cute? Right? They're going to remember this. They're going to remember this, and they're going to remember this. So we're trying to, or at least the idea is to let them know education is important and that they could be anything they want to be. And if the parent or whoever is with the child says, I will be a leader, you're going to be a leader. If you keep on saying that to an infant, they're going to believe that thing. So from infancy all the way up, I believe that if we can get them as infants and try to encourage them as infants, they'll have a less of a chance of wanting to give up. I believe it. And the reason why I believe it is because when I was a toddler, back in my little ageless years, all the way back then, I remember certain things. And I remember as if it was yesterday. I remember what I was wearing. I remember what was going on. I remember when I cried. And I remember when I got lifted up. And I remember that. And I said, well, if I can remember those situations or that particular thing, I know a baby can. Mm-hmm. So that's it. We try to inspire from infancy all the way up. That's what we do. That's what we do. Everybody doing all right? Did I ask everybody? Hey, Raymond, how you doing? How you feeling? Hey, Leo, how you doing? Liv's her first name. Thank you. Hey, House of X, how y'all doing? Oh, snap. We got a member, a 100K member, a 150K member. We got 200K member, a it's Freeborn Artist Live in the building. We have a member. Hey, we have a member. And it's Reborn Artist Life. Yes, Reborn Artist Life is on to getting 250,000 views on her video. Okay. Shout outs to you. You know, I always bump up the number by a little bit. Just by a little bit. So go out there and check her out and support her, y'all. Definitely, Reborn Artist Life has definitely been a great support to Be the Difference Clothing for a while. I appreciate you. On and off YouTube. Okay? Brooklyn too. Y'all know if you don't name one person, you got to name them all. But you already know how I appreciate each and every one of you either way. Because we all fit. We all fit each other's, you know, need. Brooklyn be hollering at me on the phone too, you know, encouraging me and all that. So I definitely appreciate you too, Brooklyn. Everybody, anybody that steps foot in this live, you are absolutely giving a little piece of your soul. And we need to remember every second of our lives, we're giving or receiving bits and pieces of our soul, planting bits and pieces of our soul into different places. So maybe we should be more mindful on where we place our souls, right? And the fact that you give me a little bit of that time, that's big to me. And I will always be thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, hey Trendorama, how you doing? Thank you. Same to you. Same to you. Hey Bonnie Rose. Bonnie Rose, I'll be in her chat all day. I know you're trying to reach your goals, so I sit there. I sit in there. Normally, it wouldn't take this long for me to make any item. But because I'm running my mouth and everything, it's a little hard. How you doing, Leo? I hope you're doing well. Y'all, I told you I was going to savor this one. Hold on. I'm going to bite a little bit more. I love the pineapple wine. It's so good. How are you today, House of X and Leo? How y'all doing? Oh, snap! She's in the building. Hey, Jill. Thank you so much for being here. Girl, I know you're going through a lot, but thank you. Y'all keep Jill in your prayers or whatever you believe in lifted. She's going through a lot right now. So I'm so glad that you came through. How's your day going so far? Ow, almost burnt my hand off. That machine is almost 400 degrees. Wait. Did you tell me, JAR? Did I miss your comment? Do it real quick. Have you guys been in business since high school? That's the only question I have real quick. Ow. Have y'all been in business since high school? What are you making? Onesies today. I will be a leader. But babies are cuter. You have a different kind of cuteness when you become an adult. So let's just pretend like my head is a little smaller and more cheeky. These are the other ones too. I printed these the other day. Well, a while ago. These are glow in the dark. My future is bright. JAR, before you leave, Have you guys been in business since high school? Hey, Brian, how you doing? Good to see you. Have you been in business since high school, or did you already leave? Well, I can't ask you if you already left if you left. But did they say, anyone in the chat, did you catch if they said that? I totally, I have a hard time sometimes following the chat. I run my mouth so much. Faith and Mary don't go together. You're right. Are you working today, Jill? We started our senior year. That's what I'm talking about. I knew it was in high school. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, I'm so proud of you. You keep up your business. I see you on Instagram on those new lawnmowers and stuff. Y'all keep it up. You know I'm always proud of you. You know I'm always proud of you. And I believe the children are our future. Yes, y'all need to keep it up. I'm very happy for you. 18 years old. That tells you can do anything. They weren't scared. They were not scared of opening their own business. They were not afraid and not ashamed to do it, no matter how small. The battle been fought. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, you can go now if you have to. That's what I'm talking about, but I love it. I love it. I love it. That's that kind of thing right there. I know your parents got to be proud of y'all. And now they working on their full time. They finished their school and now this is their full time. How many 18-year-olds do you know that stick it out and go ahead and finish their business? And you know what I'm saying? And have partners in a business. That's dope. Oh, of course, man. For real. Somebody got to tell you. Somebody has to tell you. You're doing a good job. Somebody has to tell you. Keep on going. You have customers. That's dope. At 18, 19 years old, you get customers that continuously call you back. Come on now. And then you looking for bigger and more expensive equipment to expand your business? Who can't be proud of that? That's so dope. Like, for real, that's dope. I don't care how long it took or how short it took for you to get a customer or two or even an account with a business. It's still dope. There are many people out there that are even afraid to even talk to people to have them become their client. They're afraid to invoice. They're doing nothing with their life at the present time because they don't know that they have a purpose. But y'all are doing it. That is dope. This is why I'm saying why it's so dope. And to be so young too. At 18, 19, most 18, 19-year-olds, they either want sneakers, they want Xbox games, they want to go to the mall, the movies, they want to drive here and there with their friends. But y'all over here starting an empire and a legacy. That right there is why I say I'm super proud of you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean when I'm amped up like that. These are the things that are going through my head when I'm amped up like that. That's dope. That is so dope. And the amount of other kids that are younger that are doing the same thing, we got to encourage everybody. It doesn't matter. Even if you're 55, 60, 70 years old and you start your own company, I'm still going to be amped up just as much because you did the thing. You tried. Where my thing at now? You tried. Wanston about to finish his book, his first book. That's dope. I guess all in all, when I sum it all up, it's about doing something that's going to make your soul happy. That's what it is. Ooh, we have a member. We have a member. And it's Ron Weasley. Hey, Ron, how you doing? If you think you're going to fail, you will do something to make your failure happen. Why run a race when you think you're going to fail? Exactly. You must have a positive mindset. You speaking truth. Yo, JR, I'm dead serious, man. If you know I'm like this all the time, but I'm so serious. At least you know my thoughts, like my actual thoughts of why I'm so amped up. Now you know. That's why. That is why. So if ever there's a day when you feel like you're not doing enough, just know you've done way more than a lot of other people have the courage to attempt to do. And no matter how many times there may be roadblocks in your mind, just roadblocks with just nature or customers, just remember you are completing and doing something that so many other people have not even thought of or even tried to accomplish or was fearful. That's a perfect example of having no fear. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So everything that you sacrifice to start your businesses, everything that you guys sacrifice to start your businesses, just know is never in vain. The time that you put in, it was never in vain. What you produce out of what you've been doing, it's not in vain. Just keep going. That's when you start thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? This is a hot pink one. Hey, oh, we matching. That's a hot pink one. It's easy to talk about. Exactly, because we've been so used to being negative. Brian, how your day going? How are you doing? I've seen you all day, Brian. And if ever there's a time where you guys want to do something else, that's fine too. That's fine too. But try not to forget about what you started. You know, maybe add to, but don't throw it away. You know what I'm saying? Because that comes sometimes where you be like, oh, I don't want to do this no more. You start having those thoughts or whatever. You're like, okay, try something else, but still don't stop what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That to be 19 or 22, right? To 19 or 22 to have a fully certified business that has clientele, that is dope. That is really dope. Keep on moving, don't stop, no. Oh, I'm gonna have to hold this one down. Because I put so much pressure in there, it's not gonna close. I put my whole entire, okay, so I weighed myself the other day, y'all. I'm not 140 pounds no more. 149 pounds no more. No, y'all, I'm not. The scale scared me. I was like, what? I'm not 140 pounds, 149 pounds no more. I've been telling everybody I'm 149 pounds. Ooh, I like how this came out. Ooh, I like how this came out. I'm going to show y'all in a minute. Oh, I like how that came out. The color contrast is the color for me. It's how that color came out for me. Yeah, so I was at the gym. I said, oh, let me weigh myself and, confirm that I'm still 149 pounds. Isn't that cute? Look at how that came out. Look at the color. That's so cute. I play around too much. So I weighed myself and I'm 130 something pounds. I said, oh, I lost weight. That means that my legs ain't thick like they used to be no more. Like the slender thick that I thought they were. They're not slender thick no more. I thought they were slender thick. So y'all, once we get to 1,000 episodes, your girl gonna have to go ahead and get back into the thick of it, okay? Your girl gonna have to start doing a lot more squats and a lot more lunges. I gotta be slim thick. 133 pounds? That means I almost lost 10 pounds? What am I, 133 or 130? I don't know how much I am. But I know I almost lost 10 pounds. That's not good. I was doing so good. But y'all know I don't eat all the time either. Like Saturday and Sundays, I only eat once a day. I only eat once a day, and I'm afraid to eat meat. So we're going to have to work it out. I'm going to have to go back. I almost can just eyeball this, but I still like to use my ruler just to get my measurement okay. And that's for anybody. If you started something, don't give up. Do not quit. Please don't. You're doing yourself a disjustice, and you're not honoring your commitment. So never give up. I know, like I said, there becomes a time where bumps in the road come around, but that don't mean bump in the road mean give up. That just means, okay, let me put it down for a little bit. Let me just rest for a second or whatever. But don't give up. In the beginning portions of my business, I wanted to quit. I wasn't getting no sales. Oh, I wasn't getting no sales. I wasn't getting no sales. I wasn't having the customers, nothing. Nothing was working. But then when I look now and say, girl, if I gave up 7 years ago, I wouldn't be here. And I wouldn't be here on Hello World because there wouldn't be any need for me to be on YouTube. And there wouldn't have been any need for me to have a series, because that's how it started off. It started off with just a series. And then I was like, ooh, I have to get my hours to be monetized. So then the Hello World came about. But if I gave up 7 years ago, you wouldn't see me. We may have met some other way, but you wouldn't know me like how you know me now. I wouldn't feel comfortable speaking to the public. I wouldn't have gotten used to speaking to the public. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you give up in the midst of your journey, just when you're about to hit that incline, if you give up, you're going to miss out from 5 years later where you could be standing. Why would you want to risk that? Think about 5 years from now. 5 years from now, where you're standing at this point, if you don't like where you're standing, you don't like the position, if you don't like the stance, think about 5 years from now, how that stance is going to look better. It's going to be more polished, more refined, more sexy. Okay. It's going to look like something, but you can't give up no matter what. I wouldn't even have books now, y'all. I wouldn't have had the purpose or the need to have books. I wouldn't be an author. I wouldn't be a 5-time author. If I gave up 7 years ago. You see how important it is that we can't look and focus on what's going on right now and how it may not be going according to plan right now, because you never know. When you really work on your purpose and follow it, you have no idea where it's going to take you. I don't know where 5 years from now is going to look like, but I know that I can't give up. No matter how discouraged I may feel one day or another, I don't know what that's going to look like. But 5 years from now, when I look at this year, I'll be like, well, dang, who would have thunk it? Let that be your encouragement. Let that be your motivation and your strength to keep pushing no matter what. Fear nothing on top of that as well. Because if you don't stop being afraid of your own self, that's the front. If you don't stop being afraid of your own self, if you don't stop allowing what you are limited at this point to, you have no idea what blessings you're going to miss, what blessings you're going to stop, and the people that you were supposed to meet, you'll never get a chance to meet, and those holes and those voids that will be continued because you were supposed to fill that void and that purpose for that person, but you gave up 5 years before. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. It's easy. Just like Terry said, it's easy to talk negative to yourself. It's very easy because we were built on negativity. Not that people purposely put us into negative thoughts, but we were built on that. Stop. Don't touch this. Be afraid of that. And little by little, you became self-sufficiently afraid of everything that you should have been proud of or not afraid of. Even prouder too. Fear nothing. And do everything within moderation. But you know what I mean. It's really simple as the sky being the limit. Since there is no limit to the sky, you might as well keep on going. You might as well keep on going. Hold on, let me not do that with my hand that close to that thing. We almost, like I said, we almost at 400 degrees. That'll be a nice little burn. I got a burn right here from it. Well, you can't really see it that good, but if you were in real life, you would see it. Yes. Never an option. Exactly. Giving up is never an option. And ain't none of us punks, right? Ain't none of us punks. And you ain't no coward either. You made it out the womb. So therefore, you're not a coward. If you can make that journey out of a narrow passageway and still entrust these people to hold you and not drop you, you ain't no punk. And then even if they drop you here and there, you know what I'm saying? You still made it. You fell on you learned how to walk, you fell a little couple times. You ain't no punk. You ain't let that fall stop you. You may have fallen down a stair or two, and it felt like a lot of stairs back then. But you ain't no punk. You still got up and walked. So maybe get that childlike sense of no fear. Get that childlike sense of no fear, because until we convince them differently, they fear nothing. So now you just got to go back to that childlike no fear and remember when you were a kid, it was easier back then because you didn't fear nothing. And remember to put that into your current situation right now. There's no reason to be afraid of anything. Even the made up reasons that we put in our head to be afraid of something, there really isn't any. The only thing we should fear is not trying, not doing, and not seeing anything through. That's what you should fear. I'm gonna have to hold this one down too. Oh, so I think the reason why I was talking about my weight is because I had to put 130 something pounds on this thing to stay down. So I had to put all my weight. That's why my leg was up a little bit, so it could be more pressure. So that's why I think I was talking about my weight. And even still, I need to apply more pressure. I still need to apply more pressure. When you start to fear, apply pressure. Right there. Apply pressure and don't give up. Apply pressure to that thing and don't give up. That's the front. And this is the back. Hey. Oochie coochie coochie coo. Do 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 do. Did we do do? No. No stinky poo poo. Last one, y'all. And then I'm going to let you go. And do all of the fearless things that you want to put your mind to. I literally worked on my fears and I'm proud of myself for that. I was limiting myself. Exactly. See, I tell them all the time, if I wasn't in that TikTok chat, I would have, like, I understand what it is to overcome your traumas and all that stuff. I already understood it, but I didn't understand it till that day when I was on TikTok. And I'm so grateful for that because when I decided at that time, let me work on this one thing that was kept on knocking on my shoulder, forgiving the one person that definitely needed forgiving. And then when I look at the situation at whole, I'm like, dang, I was really selfish. Because if I were in their shoes with the battle that they were going through, someone like me who had no issues should have been more, you know what I'm saying? So when I worked on that, see, my life changed. And I keep talking on here even 10 times harder because I know what the results can be when you truly overcome some traumas in your life. Just one trauma, one little trauma that keeps on coming around. If you can overcome that one little trauma, oh my goodness, the floodgates will open. And then you'll be like, okay, well, I did this one, so let me go ahead and work on this other one. And you do what you got to do. I'm telling you, it's amazing how you run into the right people at the right time when you need it most, right? And it's, again, what you do with those connections that determine everything. So I could be like, yeah, whatever. But I like to listen to people because I don't like people wasting their time. I already know what it's like. I've been in business for over 8 years. And not only just in business for over 8 years, but I've been dealing with humans for many, many years. Okay. So I already know what it is to give out, to help and give, and people just still, pretty much abuse your time. So when somebody gives me the little bit of their time and are willing to do it, I'ma listen. I will listen. Because what is it, guys? What is time? It's the only commodity that is more expensive than the paper greens that we all fight over and think is more valuable, when there really is no value to the greenbacks that we toss about. And then you don't even look at greenbacks anymore. We just look at credit cards. All of our life is stamped in a card and in a chip. We don't even count anymore. We don't even count dollar bills anymore. How many people can count? How many people know how to count? We don't even have a reason to mess with our fingers. Let that simmer. We've been given many reasons why we don't even have to utilize our own hands, our brains. Ooh, I almost cut this the wrong way. Because everything was made easy for us. And what does easy do? Where does easy get us? Not too far. Easy can be convenient, but it also will dumb you down. Just remember that, y'all. What is this? Oh, this is really small. So I don't want necessarily easy. I want something that's gonna make me and force me to utilize this brain. And I want to operate with this brain and this brain when it comes to humanity. I don't know why I was leaning like this. I should have been straight directly in front of it. Oh, I'm afraid if I move my hand, this thing's gonna fly up. I didn't get it good. Hey, Septic. Hey, how you doing? You got Booger in the car. Okay, how y'all doing? You can look at an experience as something bad, or you can look at it in an experience in being something good. You have the power to write your own life story. What do you do? What you do, your obituary says. Do what your obituary says. Yes. Shoot. I want y'all, I already said it. When it comes to my funeral, I want the Italian criers, the Italian singers. I want them to hire the Italian singers. I want somebody to almost try to jump into the casket. They'd be like, no. So I can look down. I'm like, no, please don't. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. Please don't. But go ahead. Don't let me hold you from a good cry and a jump in. Please don't. But there's only room for one person in that casket, okay? So, you know, don't mess up my little coffin. Don't leave no scratches or bumps or dinglings, tings, or nothing like that. But it's okay just to, joy! You know, that's fine. You know, not like, it's all right. It's all right. Don't cry for me. Don't cry for me. It's all right. It's all right. Let me be like that when I'm dead. So I'll be like, oh, snap. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. I miss me too. I miss me too. Let me be like that. But that's all, you know, just a little bit of that. I don't want no flowers. I don't want no flowers. I don't want none of that. Put that money into somebody's charity. Okay? I don't want no flowers because I want it now. I want to be appreciated now. Now when you're trying to adorn my little ceremony with like, well, I gave the best flowers. No. How did you treat me when I was here? That's the biggest bouquet you can ever give me. How did you treat me when I was here? Will I remember that? Or will I be like, why are they here? They're not on the guest list. I don't remember editing their name on the guest list to be at my funeral. Yes. That's how bougie I'm going to be when I be like, why they there? Who invited them? Who invited you? Like, Joy, you have no control over that. Okay, it's over and done with. I'm like, so what? They shouldn't be here. I didn't want them. They weren't there for me when I was alive. Why they here now? Don't be trying to say nothing either. Don't give them 2 minutes. Don't let them hold the mic. Y'all know how people do at the funeral. They be like, oh. But anyway, let's not talk about that anymore. I'm just saying, if I had it my way, that's the way it would go. Right? But cherish people now when they still here. Cherish them now while they're still here. You have to cherish them now. Cherish them now. Cherish them now. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Cherish them while they're here. You should cherish them now while they're here. Mm-hmm. Cherish them now. You know how they did the back of the day when they used to do the dancing? I used to watch a lot of the oldie, you know, all of the old school guys that performed and stuff. They used to get down. They used to be getting down, like, and still breathing right, and swinging and twirling. They used to get it in. Now people just be like twerk, 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 twerk. They don't even hardly break no sweat. Let me find out they trying to sing and dance and they can't do either. Okay? Because we know there's a lot of artists that sing and dance and can't do either. Oh yeah, you wanna tell me that that's not true? Accidentally turn off the track when they're live performing. And then you're gonna be like, ooh, Joy, you right? They can't even hold a tune. So you better make it up and be able to dance good. You better be able to dance good. Oh, that came out nice. That came out nice. That's it. It took me a whole, what, 45 minutes just to print four onesies. I did 13 onesies in an hour. That was when I was here by myself and then I didn't go live. But anyway, y'all know I like to mess around and stuff like that. This is the front of it. This is the front of it. This is the front of it, and that's the back. Um, clean up, clean up, everybody clean up, clean up, clean up, everybody clean. This way I know where everything is when I come back here. But come on down. In all seriousness though, hey Zero, how you doing? Good to see you. In all seriousness though, like I just really, my intentions are nothing but to try to be good. You know what I'm saying? I don't always get it right, but I try. I'm not Barney. I try. That's the most I can do, but I want to be able to contribute something good to humanity and to be proud of, trying, you know. Um, if there's anything that I could leave for today is please, 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 please don't give up. Don't give up. If you are feeling down and out, even if you're feeling okay, even if you're feeling great, still don't give up. We can't leave any room for a little tiny discouragement. Because we all know sometimes life can get that right nerve and it'll put you out. So before that nerve can be touched, seal it up so it has a hard time. You are beautiful and amazing. There is no mistake about you. Every single thing that you've done in your life, whether good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, doesn't determine the next few steps that you take. It doesn't determine that. We are in control of how those steps go. Even when we feel like we have no control, we can. You just got to go besides that thought, besides those feelings. Whatever holds you back, please don't let it anymore. We only get to live this life one time. Oh, we're not going to get it perfect. But within that one time, create the best memories that you can. Leave a legacy that is worth picking up and carrying on. And understand how happy life really can be if we just do our best to work on those traumas, to pursue our purposes, to love nature, and to understand humanity. What more can we actually want? If that's not a fulfilled life, then I don't know what is. You can give me $1 million today. I'll be happy. But it's no value to that $1 million if I can't put it somewhere that's going to help inspire a whole. I'd rather be comfortable and semi-rich and have people like yourselves here giving me a little bit of your time than to have millions and millions and amass millions of treasures of worldly possessions that I can't even spend or take within my own lifetime, and have no one that understands me, that cares, that truly cares about me and not what I can give. That's the difference between us and a lot of wealthy people. They don't get to always feel what it feels like to have love, what it feels like to have value and to be valued outside of what they value. So don't scorn what they amass. Try to understand. Maybe their problems are a little bit different than yours and that they do have problems. And try not to envy anything that they have done to get to where they've gone or are. Because you don't know. They did the extra step that you were unwilling to do. They took that one less hour of sleep to get to where they are. They answered 10 more emails to get to where they are. They labored and toiled to get to where they are, which you may have been unwilling to do. So until you want to walk in that step and do all of those things, try to understand. Even though I still believe that there should be a cap to how much money you can acquire, because if you can't spend it in one lifetime, you don't need that extra, right? We got to, make people be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Let's be realistic a little bit. That's all. But treat yourself fairly. Love yourself. Work on them traumas, y'all. Speaking from experience. Thank you, C. But until we meet again, I'm here almost every day because I'm trying to get to my 1,000 episodes, and then, we'll see what happens after that. Dang, hour? My bad, y'all. So until we meet each other again, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, and I am signing out on another episode of Hello World. Oh yeah, you can shop Be the Difference at btdifferencellc.com. Follow me on all my social media platforms, btdllc. And now I am signing out officially on another episode of Hello